Yeah. So then when we were working together, I remember going through your history, but then somewhere along the line, it came up that you had an interest in the outdoors. And that's really, I think, what gave us the true north of what direction you're going to head in.
What I really liked about working with you is when you're thinking about it by yourself, you drive down the street and you see 10 franchises, but you and I spent a lot of time talking about what do you like, what do you not like, and really digging deeper about where you want to spend a lot of time long term. And then we also took that information and built it into what franchises are out there that are a good fit for you. How are they run? How are they not run? And where would you make a great fit? So where's your skill set going to be a good fit on what your goals are for your family? And then what is the right franchise for you? So you and I spent a lot of time digging into who I was and what my goals were.
And what ended up being the best decision for you was a very low investment, relatively speaking. We had started looking at some brick and mortar options and then discovered this opportunity that would be a much lower investment point and potentially a much higher return.
Absolutely. That is exactly how it turned out. So it was, when you're making that first leap, I think feeling that you're not putting your entire life savings on the line felt great. That this felt like a manageable risk.
And then I remember your first season, you were kicking ass and taking names that first season. Tell the listeners about that experience of leaving the corporate world, and you lost your pod, you lost your team. Now you're with a franchise. How did you seize hold of that to make your first year so great?
You really need to believe in yourself, and you really need to talk yourself up. And I think forgiving yourself for the mistakes you made and reconnecting with what the right decision is later on is going to be okay. But the team, I have a great franchise business coach who has a lot of experience in franchising. So that gave me that new pod in a different way. And then the franchise world, when you get into a franchise, you have the best brothers and sisters and cheerleaders and then you also have the people like, this is not the right direction to go. So for me, it was like this very different pod that is so excited about your success. And maybe it's because my success doesn't hurt their success. So you're really in a much better place because you're not vying for the same job. I own the franchise here, somebody else owns the franchise in Houston. The success of both of us as two women owners is great if we're both successful. So that pod your pod became a very different one. It was one of the most exciting ones I've ever been a part of.